Hey, what's going on, guys? Eshin here. So, today I want to talk about the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild expansion pass that was announced the other day. And I know I'm a little bit late on this news, but guess what? I don't give a fuck. So, I'm going to talk about this now, and so today I also want to I want to try to make my videos a little bit more entertaining. I've been inspired by other YouTubers, so I want to try some new things. I'm not really quite sure. I'm still trying to figure it out. And also, sorry it's a little dark. My actual light blue, like both light bulbs, I don't have any at the moment, so I'm just using my lamp that's usually over there, but I kind of have everything in front of me now, as you can see. There's my desk and screen and all that. It's actually Zelda background. It rotates, so it's actually kind of fitting right now. But anyway, so I want to talk about this expansion pass. So this expansion pass is just, a season pass. A lot of games have them, and a lot of people really hate season passes, like really fucking hate season passes. And I've talked about DLC before. I talked about how I don't really mind it, and there's a reason for it. It was actually a perfect thing I saw on Facebook. So I'm part of the Podcast Beyond Facebook group. I saw someone post a screenshot. It looks like a conversation that, like, someone posted a status or something, and it looked like the official, GameStop Facebook page was replying. It could be fake, but it doesn't matter. I just think what was said, no matter who said it, was true, and I'm actually going to read it right now. So the first thing said was,
I miss the days of buying a game and the end of the transaction. DLC, expansions, bonus content, developers not making enough money? Question mark.
And while I do agree with that, I do miss where you would unlock things as you play through a game, or beat the game in hard mode, you unlock this mode or whatever, or you can unlock this skin or this whatever, or you do something special in the game and you find whatever. I do miss those days, but those days are gone. And you still get that in some games, like Nintendo still lets you unlock things as you play through games still. I hate a lot of fighting games now, like you don't unlock anything, all the extra characters are DLC. I mean, even though they want to add extra, like with Smash, even though they want to add extra characters later on as DLC, that's fine, but at least you had it still unlock characters in the game as you played through it, and I like that. But anyway, so can you continue on with this? So what appears to be the official GameStop Facebook page replied with this. This is a little long. I'm going to read it in its full entirety, so bear with me. But maybe I'll edit the video, make it go by a little quicker. We'll see.
Expansions aren't new. Consoles in the 90s just didn't have online infrastructures to get you downloadable content like they do now. If you look back, Grand Theft Auto on PlayStation had an expansion as well, but on a separate disc. When you really look at it, the $59.99 price tag hasn't been hit with an increase in over a decade now. Inflation hasn't changed the cost of video games, nor has the rising cost of development. Getting you extra content and making your original purchase have value beyond the release date is a great way to supplement the lack of price increase and prolong the life of your video game.
And I can agree with that more, because a lot of people complain that games are way too expensive. In fact, they're cheaper than ever because they haven't adjusted to inflation in a long time. Like $60 is really not that much, and it also there's a lot of money, a lot of millions and millions of dollars that go into making these games. And so things like DLC and also how the developers and publishers need to help to make up the cost of developing that game. And if you want your favorite publishers and developers to keep making the games and series you like and love, they need to do this. And while there can be argument against day one DLC, whether or not it was that was base that was on the game already and they just ripped it out to sell it. Who knows if that's true or not? Maybe it was just after the game was done, or they knew the game was starting to get close, they had a separate team working some DLC that they can charge for a later point. But especially DLC that comes later, especially big meaty DLCs like Bethesda likes to do with their expansion packs, or even a lot of other RPGs or some games like to do with a big expansion pack. A lot of times those don't start development until after the game is complete. They obviously won't take as long to develop as the original game because they can just use the same assets and the same mechanics and animations and all. They can just reuse all that stuff because it's still the same game, but they're just making new content for it. So it's easier and quicker and cheaper to make an expansion pack like that, or like a small little bonus content thing. But I feel like, and there's also there's some people on the internet, I don't have any proof of this, I don't really look at it too much, but there's people on the internet who are pretty much Nintendo could do no wrong about this, and they're like, oh yeah, this is awesome, blah blah blah. And there's still the people who just hate it because they just hate DLC and they think it's evil and think it's just evil video game corporations trying to rob everyone of their pennies and not selling us full games. I mean, if you look at a Call of Duty campaign before there was DLC was really a thing, it's still the same length as the Call of Duty campaign now. I mean, all the DLC for it is multiplayer, of course, but still. But like, games have not always been like. There's some games that are long, some games that are short. And a short game, like with an extra DLC, you can add more stuff to it, or a long game, just add more bonus stuff. And again, you don't have to buy it. You don't have to buy any of this. A lot of people's like, oh, well, you have to buy it because otherwise it's not a complete experience. It's like, well, they're not. I mean, there has been cases where like they stripped out the ending of a game and sold as DLC later, or there'll be important story aspects in the DLC or whatever. That is annoying. But like, if it's like a multiplayer game or something like that, I don't know. Like, I hate. Like Call of Duty used to do, I think they don't do it anymore, but the map packs, they would just divide the player base. So if you didn't have this I almost said map pack, that's not game theory. This map pack, you couldn't play on those maps, so all the people who had it would go on those maps and you wouldn't. And that would be annoying to people. I haven't actually like looked into what the expansion pass really contains yet, and I'm gonna do that right now, live in front of you. It's not live. This is going up a way later date. The first piece of DLC comes out day one, launch day, which I don't know. Day one DLC, I kind of have an issue with because people just bought the game and want to drop another. It doesn't actually say price on this. You want to drop another extra dough, however much that may be, to get more content day one. I can understand a few months later, but day one, especially with a lot of things, that's a little annoying. And I always hate like costume day one DLC. It's like, especially fighting games, it's like, can't that be unlockable? But anyway, let's dive in. So this first expansion pass bonus, as they call it, I guess this is if you get the expansion pass, I guess you get these things. That's what it seems like to me. So you get 3 treasure chests, 3 new treasure chests found in the Great Plateau. Contains useful items, includes exclusive in-game clothing. So, okay, you buy this thing, you get stuff that you have to find in the game. Okay, that's a little different. It's not like you just kind of get it. I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about that. But then the DLC Pack 1, which is slated for summer 2017, it says, adds new Cave of Trials challenge, new hard mode, additional map feature. So, a new trial. If those are anything like the stuff that was like in Wind Waker or Twilight Princess, it'll just be like another like area. I don't exactly know what the Cave of Trial challenge is in Breath of the Wild. Like, I'm trying to like keep my distance from this game because I don't want to get spoiled or be overexcited and then be disappointed when it comes out. But so yeah, just basic, new thing. New hard mode. I hate when they add new difficulties to DLC. If they're gonna do that, at least make it free. It's like, oh, the game's too easy for you? Well, here, give us more money, we'll make it harder for you. That's a little ridiculous. I don't know what the difficulty levels are in the base game. Usually Zelda games don't have difficulty levels. I mean, they'll be like Master Quest or Hero Mode or something like that, where you don't find hearts in the wild and you don't and you lose more hearts and you give less damage. So, and some things are different, but like I don't know. I never really find a need. Like, I'm not a person who goes out for a challenge play games. The only time I really play games in hard mode is there's some kind of reward for it, like trophies to try to get platinum, like, or something like that. I know I'm weird, but I don't give a fuck. DLC Pack 2 coming out holiday 2017. At least that's what it says. Who knows if that'll come out? It says new original story. Okay, so it's gonna be like a new little thing. I don't know. Like, again, I'm not really sure how the story thread is gonna go in this game. Like, it's gonna be more RPG focused, kind of based, whatever, in this one. So there's gonna be side quests and stuff like that. I don't really know what this means. It's probably just like a new like the Heart of Stone or Blood and Wine. I never played those, but the Witcher DLC could be like that, or it's like this new little thing. Maybe it'll be even a new map. I don't know. Who knows? New dungeon. That's cool. Dungeons are like the thing in Zelda. That's kind of what they're known for. Well, one of the things. But just one. That's kind of lame. And additional challenges. Whatever the fuck that means. So who knows what the additional challenges, other stuff. I don't know. This doesn't seem too egregious. I don't know what the price is. I'll have to look that up. I'll just throw it in the, I don't see it. I'll just throw it in the video of how much it is. I believe it's actually not too much. I think it's only like $20, $30, something like that. I remember seeing, it's like that Joker meme. It's like, this thing does that, no one bats an eye, and this one does everyone lose their shit or whatever. And it's like Battlefront has $50 season pass, nobody bats an eye. Zelda has $20 and everyone flips their shit or something. I don't know. And I honestly, I mean, it's interesting. There could be possibilities for more DLC in the future. I don't, like I said, I don't mind DLC. Like, if there's DLC that I don't want or don't care about, I don't buy it. And everyone should be like that. I hate people, I don't know why everyone thinks that just because the DLC comes out, you have to get it. Like, everyone's like, oh, well, that's not a complete game. It's like, there's not, like, companies are just selling us incomplete games and selling us to complete it, more of it later. Sometimes they are, like, expansion. Like, a lot of times DLC is just, like, a little side story thing that has stuff to do with the game, but it's different. Or, like, you know, you get games like Witcher, they actually have, like, expansions that are whole new stories and side quests, stuff like that. And maybe Zelda could be that too. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But it just feels like anything game related that's not like, hey, we'll give you free things for, I don't know. It just feels like everyone's just so angry about anything that happens in video game, anything. Like, I don't know. I don't like. Feel like, oh, this game comes out. Oh, this game's $60. Oh, that's ridiculous. That's too much money. Oh, this game's only $40. Oh, this game must suck. Then they don't believe in it. They're not charging enough money for it. Like, I believe people saying that about Ratchet and Clank, because that game came out like $40, and it was like, oh, this game must be terrible then. Like, just because the game's not at full price doesn't mean it's terrible. You know, it's like, if a game comes out $40 at retail, that's cool, but a lot of people think that means the game must suck. If the game comes out $60 at retail, and thinks the game must be good, but a lot of times big AAA retail games, or even not even AAA, they can be bad. It doesn't, like, the price doesn't define the quality of the game. And sorry about all the noises, my sister's doing something. Anyway, but I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. I mean, that's cool. I'll definitely get it because I'm a huge Zelda fan. You know, some of the stuff in it seemed kind of vague. I don't really know what any of this stuff's really gonna entail, but people honestly think, I mean, Nintendo's already embraced DLC with Smash and Mario Kart, and no, not Splatoon. They only have like free updates. I'm sure the other things I can't think of any at the top of my head though, but they even had a season pass on Mario Golf. Was it Golf? It was one of the Mario sports games in 3DS, and I don't know, but I feel like everyone's flipping out for no reason. Everything will be fine. It's just DLC. It's just extra content for a little more money, and it doesn't seem egregious. Like, the price tag seems fair from if it is $20, which I think it is. It might be $30. I don't know, but if you don't like it, don't buy it. That simple. And the reason why companies, like I was already saying before, the reason why companies keep making like DLC and stuff like that is because A, it gives them more money to support the game they just spent millions of dollars making, and because people keep buying it. Like, see, all these like negative things like microtransactions and DLC and all that stuff and season pass, all this, everyone was like, oh, this is the worst thing ever, but everyone keeps buying them. That's why publishers keep coming out with them. Vote with your wallet. If you don't like a thing, don't support that thing. So the game is, if you hate DLC, stop buying DLC and they'll stop making DLC. That simple. I don't know. No one's gonna listen to me. I'm just a really tiny, small YouTube channel here on the YouTubes, and just trying to find my way. But anyway, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. This is the end of the video. Bye. Get the fuck out of here.